Okay, Smoocho again, part 4, the Council State Penitentiary. So I know what you're asking. What happened to cause you at 20, 21 years old to get 25 years in prison in 1982, 83? Okay, so I came down here from Louisiana, playing basketball at Southeastern State University in Durant. I'm a walk-on. Dennis Washington, the NBA player who used to play for Chicago at that time, he wasn't famous. Him, several other junior college players, like I was from TCC and stuff like that. We all came in. We was walk-on basketball players, and while I was there, I had a Trans Am with a T-top like Smokey and the Bandit. Used to take a bunch of white girls out. So a basketball player from Boston got jealous. He was my roommate, and I kicked him out. And he said, "We're in a small town. Do you know you can go to prison for rape for dating these white girls?" I didn't know that. I had been living in big cities. Make a long story short, he told him I had some marijuana and was dealing drugs and stuff like that, which I was. But when they asked the white girl, she admitted that we dated, but as far as anything else, she didn't admit to nothing like that. She never had to testify none of that, Holmes. So they sent me to prison with just going with a white girl. When I get there, I meet guys from OU, Colorado State, and other areas. I meet 50 of them. All of them was college basketball players. I didn't know. Make a long story short, when I was going to college in 1980s, 81, 82, 83, they had a witch hunt for all athletes that was black that dated white girls. Your ass was going to prison. Because y'all seen it on Oprah Winfrey, how Oprah Winfrey did our own investigation back in the day. And it turns out that a lot of them white girls was being paid $3,500 to testify that, they was not really so much beat up and raped, but a train was ran on them. But that wasn't the case there. The white girl in my situation, she wasn't raped. She never claimed to be raped or none of that shit. She was just like, I don't know what they talking about. But it was a black guy that was a confidential informant from Boston, Massachusetts, who was also a basketball player. He's the one that informed on me that I was dating a white girl like that. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, so I get out of prison, and it's the Mohawk again, and I'm at Woodland Hills Mall, and I done learned to wash windows and stuff like that. So I'm washing windows, and this is probably 2018 or 2016 or 2017 or something. This guy in Colorado shoots up a movie theater doing a Superman show or something, a Superman movie or something. So they got an imitator here in Tulsa. While I'm out washing windows, I don't know this. This same group with the red tennis shoes, like the guy last night, with the Mohawk, like the guy last night, and the ones that jumped on the guy on Greenwood, like I was telling y'all about, it's them. But they got a bunch of women with them. That's what's going to throw you off. When you think of a gang, you always think of men, but they got a bunch of women with them. Dykes with them big Mohawks dressed like men. So they say that they know me while I'm washing the windows at a movie theater. I tell them they don't know me. I'm from another state, but they keep saying that they know me. So it leads into some type of discussion while I'm washing the window, and then all of a sudden the white boy that's with them asks me, can he go on a date with me? He's probably like 22 years old. Man, I'm like 57, 58, damn near 60 years old. Plus, I just break your jaw for even looking at me, Holmes. Anyway, he says he's got an AK-47 in his car. I say, and? Shit, I'm from Louisiana. That's how we ride. They start laughing at me and say, I don't have no gun. I'm in a white Cadillac Escalade, though. So as he goes to his car, he pops out a wood case, opens the wood case. Inside is a black wrap bag. It's an AK-47 because I used to wash windows at a gun store, and that's how they sold them in wooden cases like that. He pulls it out, reaches under the back seat. His windows are all tinted dark. Pops in a 50-round clip, and they start walking towards me. My car is probably 20 feet away. So as I'm backing up, they run towards me and look in my car in the rear part windows. They turn around and start running, talking about, he's got an AR-15. He's got an AR-15, so I can even get my back door open. He drops the AK right there in the middle of the parking lot. We out here by Woodland Hills Mall. Hey, something in my mind say, go inside the store, because most of the time, them mass shooters, they usually have a 45 with them, and they make everybody lay down on the ground, and they shoot them in the head. And I knew the people that worked in the store, so, I'm going to go inside because he dropped the AK out here. I go inside, everybody on the floor. Remember them dykes I told you with the Mohawk haircuts? They in there on the floor, but I don't see the white boy. He got blonde hair and blue eyes and shit. I can tell he probably go to Union High School, not that far away. You know, you can tell he real young. And the girl that works in the store, the cashier, she jumps up. She says, you know, Freddie, you're the kind of person I like being around whenever there's drama. And then them two dykes I was telling you about with their mohawks, they gets up and act like they want to spend some money and buy a PlayStation. So some of my mind said, won't you go on and lead the situation? Because I see some white people outside with their cell phones. Talking about some black guy over here with an AR-15 and another white guy with an AK-47 like that. So I go ahead and leave in the Cadillac like that. Okay. My neighbor, this is how I wound up getting homeless. My neighbor, who claimed to be a blood, knocks on my door like a maintenance man. I done moved into an apartment now. And it's 7 in the morning. I already know a nigga is not no maintenance person because he can't read and write. And then if I don't make a maintenance request, why is you here? But it's early in the morning. I just moved in. So I'm standing at the door sideways because he's making all this noise and everything. I already know it's a setup to rob me. I already know that. I just moved out here. So I'm listening to his spiel. He about 300 pounds. And he's telling me that with his clipboard there, it's a computer that he can determine if his wife is in my apartment. But initially, he said he's there to do maintenance. So to make a long story short, I tell him, don't come here no more, else I got a 44 Magnum for you. I didn't know that he was a confidential informant for the Tulsa Police Department. So the next day, he's right back there again. And he shows me drugs that he has. And he tells me that he's getting the drugs from the police department down in the confiscation room. So when they take drugs off the street, they then take these drugs to a confiscation room, and he's got access to a cop who's going in there bringing it out. Well, since he told me that, I was like, hey, Holmes, don't never speak to me again. I can buy my own dope, and I don't need you around here. Because as far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm from another state, Louisiana. He's a police officer. The guy has an attitude. Tommy McLaren. After that, things started happening. People started stealing my license plates off my tags. Everywhere I go, I'm followed by different cars. To make a long story short, he sicks a pit bull dog on me. This is in 2022. I told him, don't sick the pit bull dog on me, Holmes. I'm walking to my car. Everybody that's out there early in the morning, about 9 o'clock, they get ready to go to work, go to school. They jump on top of the hoods of their cars and they panicking and shit. So I just pull out a pocket knife just like this, 3.5-inch blade. I told him, don't sick the pit bull dog on me. He sicked the pit bull dog on me, and I stabbed a pit bull dog one time and killed him. So he's got a backpack with him. And you can tell it's a shoulder holster. You can tell he got a gun in there. He's walking around, knocking on doors, selling drugs door to door with a gun. I told him, don't come to my door. But he's got backup. He can do it like that. So they tell me to move from the apartment. What I'm going to move for? I done paid my rent. I done paid my lease. Where I'm going to get hey, I done paid my lease. Nigga, you can move. Yeah. What me move? You can move. So anyway, make a long story short, the whole apartment is upset with me, man. Yeah, they call the police on me for not speaking. They say he pull up in the driveway and don't speak. Police come out there and say, well, we have to come out here, sir, every time that somebody makes a complaint. And so they complain on me every day. They got white people following me out there in the Walmart, sitting in the parking lot talking about he's got an AK-47 in his lap. You know, police have to come out there for that stupid shit like that. Okay. So now he done sicked the pit bull on me. I stabbed the pit bull. Then he say, oh, nigga, you gonna stab my dog with a knife? I got a gun, I'm gonna shoot you. And at the same time, he reached for it inside of his zip, inside of his carrying bag. Since I already got the knife out, blood on it, I just cut him down. Unbeknownst to me, he got the police with him. They're in unmarked cars. Hey, I'm lit up like a Christmas tree. Beep, 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 beep. The police yell out the window and say, Hanson, drop the knife. If you take his firearm, we're gonna charge you with armed robbery along with animal cruelty. So make a long story short, I'm the only one go to jail. So eventually they let me out. I had to pay a $1,000 fine and court costs. But when I get back to the apartment complex, it's under new management. And what was once $300 or $400 a month is now $1,200. Okay, and then they do a background check. And so if you don't earn double that, which is $2,400, can't get an apartment. The people that live in there, that's managing it, they Mexican. They say it's not none of us. It's your people, your organization. They charge you a $40 background check, even though I'm not a convicted sex offender. You might say, well, you were sent to prison for rape, wasn't you? Yeah, I was, but I didn't know this. The warden wrote a letter to Tulsa County and said Freddie Hansen is not a rapist, so I don't have to, go and sign up for no sex offender, nothing like that. He said I wasn't even no rapist, no way, so I don't even have to go through none of that. But anyway, that's what happened that led to me being here. I'm sure it's apartments out there. It's less than 1,200. I'm sure there are apartments out there that don't require no background checks, but that has been my experience. And so since I've been here, I built like 3 different websites to keep me busy and try to invest and make me money so that I can leave this situation and move on.